Hello everyone. I'm going to take a few minutes and talk with you about empathy, the foundational skill of leadership. I've been asked from a lot of folks, hey, what do I do right now? How am I supposed to be behaving? How am I supposed to market and sell in these times of uncertainty? It seems as though we're all over the board in terms of how we should be behaving. Let me give you some words of encouragement and some things for you to think about. I'm just going to simply refer to chapter 7 of my book, Red Rock Leadership, Transform Your Company Culture and Unleash the Potential for Exponential Growth, and talk to you about empathy. I'm going to break it down into 3 simple formats: cognitive empathy, emotional empathy, and compassion empathy. Cognitive empathy is our conscious ability to recognize and respond to the emotions of others. That means that we don't let our own insecurities rise up. That means that we're focused on the needs of others. That means when you call someone, don't lead the conversation with what you're concerned about. If you're concerned about the coronavirus, if you're concerned about what's happening in the world today or politics, those kind of things are going to take front and center in the conversation. And you want to make real certain that you don't do that. You want to really focus on the needs of others and the concerns of others, and be empathetic. Actively listen to what they're saying. Repeat back what you think you hear them saying, and speak from a position of confidence. That's because you have worked on your personal awareness. You have a higher level of integrity than many others, and you have internal motivation. That means you're doing the right things for the right reasons. That's how you can get empathy, cognitive empathy, to really show up and not just work for you, but work for others. Emotional empathy is something we want to steer clear of. Emotional empathy is caught. That's the empathy or the feelings that you get when you watch social media or you watch the news or you listen to negative people. You will pass those negative emotions along to other folks. You can also pass positive, what you would consider to be positive emotions, and that may be to persuade people to the way you're thinking. And now's the time to be super careful about the way that you communicate, and that you're not catching or passing along emotions that may not be realistic. That's a very, in many ways, childish way to behave. If you really think about it, emotional empathy can best be described as when one baby cries, another baby cries. Let's focus on cognitive empathy. Let's also focus on compassion empathy. Compassion empathy is much like cognitive empathy, except it calls for you to rearrange your schedule. It causes you to perhaps take a little longer on a phone call than you otherwise would have done. Compassion empathy means that you're going to go ahead and relax on a rule or procedure that you have. Not your principles, not your core values, but rules and procedures in order to accommodate someone else in a conversation. I can give you plenty of examples, and many of those are outlined in my podcast, which you can listen to. I wanted to make this a short video to encourage you today to keep going, keep charging forward, but do it with empathy. Be transparent, be authentic, do it with the utmost of character. Thanks for letting me just share a couple things with you today.